Inside SS Aqua, you're involved in a little girl missing situation that you must complete. A gentleman lost his family relative wandering around the ship, and it's your job to get her back. Of course, on the way you battle trainers, much like the SS Anne, inside the cabins as you make your search. Once found, bugging the poor captain, it's finally time to step into the wild world of Kanto. Vermilion City, oh glory! Everything is the way we remember it, except in color. Well, maybe not the way we remember it, eh? Places have changed, new buildings are built, and oh! Sadly, that man and his macho never got that house done. Tragic. It is now time to get those Pokémon trained and fight the much tougher Kanto gym leaders. Through time, they've changed, but not their Pokémon choices. It's interesting that you don't have to follow the road like you did in the color games. From Vermilion to Fuchsia to who knows where else. Many things have indeed changed, and as we go through the old and familiar landscape, Mount Moon is tiny! And we find the red-headed kid back to challenge us once again. Oh, the poor guy must really be suffering. Then, in the middle of Mount Moon is a little mysterious shop, and during Monday nights, it's possible to see a satanic Clefairy ritual. Just kidding. Oh look, a moonstone! The most drastic change, though, could very well be in Lavender Town. It was once a scary, spooky town where people kept going on and on about ghosts and creepy stuff, and of course its famous Pokémon Tower, where many dead Pokémon were buried. But what happened? Music now is playing a major key instead of a minor one this time, and it's so much nicer. And the dreadful Pokémon Tower has been renovated into a radio tower. Wowza! You'd think those ghosts would be really upset at this. And haunt it. But I guess it's alright with them. The graves, there were hundreds, are now, I don't know, destroyed or moved to Mr. Fuji's house next door. The guy you saved from Team Rocket in the color games. It becomes very easy to travel from Lavender to Saffron to Celadon, and what's this? In Saffron City, we are treated with the new system of transport with the Magnet Train! A super fast train that travels from Goldenrod to Johto to Saffron City in Kanto, except both the radio tower at Lavender Town and the Magnet Train are down for the count because something has been going nuts with the power plant. What? The power plant? Yes! Remember that abandoned and dangerous power plant 3 years ago, just a few yards away from Cerulean City? With Zapdos? The Titan of Thunder! Well, it's now back in operation. Apparently someone has been tinkering with it and stole a key piece. But just as we enter the good old Cerulean Gym, we see a foreign Team Rocket member. What? You gotta love his amazing Yoda-like jumbling of words. Monstera Go-Go! Defeating this quirky Rocket member and giving him the bad news that you destroyed Team Rocket makes him tell you that he hid the missing generator in the still empty Cerulean Gym. Believe me, playing this the first time was a chore. It's totally hidden! You'd need the item finder or just blind mashing of the A button to find that missing hidden piece. Well, eventually found and given back, the Magnet Train is in operation once more. But where's Misty and her gym peers, you ask? Well... we're such pests. Anyway, Bill's not in Shack, he's in Johto, because he's lame. And we can defeat Misty, who's got some strong Pokemon this time. And let her hair down and wears a new costume. And at Saffron, we can revisit all our old friends, like Copycat! Remember her? She lost her doll somewhere at Vermilion, and if you find it in return, she'll give you the Magnet Train's pass to be able to use that nifty gizmo forever. At Celadon, nothing's changed really. Everything's quite serene and peaceful city it is. And oh look, the old perv is still outside the Celadon girls only gym. Erica has a haircut, and... oh wait, there's the Pokédoll! Some weeboo found it and couldn't catch a real Clefairy, is using it as a substitute. And this is all at the old Pokemon fan club in Vermilion. And the chairman is still the same Rapidash-loving cook that he always was. With her doll back, Copycat continues to copy people, and we continue to use the Bolt Magnet train to travel from Kanto to Johto and back. And curiously enough, our hero character actually talks. Look at that! Oh, and Sabrina? She hasn't changed a bit. However, her Pokemon have... watch out! Espeon! But in the remakes, she's given a refreshing makeover. It really is a marvel to see all these new additions to the old world, such as the fact that the forest in Viridian City has been reduced to a silly maze, and the Safari Zone, the beloved evil of the Safari Zone, has closed down. Interestingly, the Safari Zone was meant to be in the game, but it was scrapped, probably due to the limitations of the incredibly tiny, by our standards today at least, memory of the Game Boy cartridge. Lieutenant Surge has sunglasses! Brock is... Brock. How cool is that? And now, since her father is in the Pokemon League, Janine, Koga's daughter, is the new gym leader in Fuchsia City. Remember the invisible walls in Koga's gym? This has that. And all the members of the gym are disguised as Janine! Be careful. These are ninjas. Determined to live up to her dad's really cool standards, Janine is an opponent you don't want to underestimate. What am I saying? Kick her butt, it's easy. Not all this backtracking into Kanto is simply fan fodder. It has some story to it too. Quickly getting another obnoxious Snorlax to move using the Pokeflute radio channel. Pokeflute radio channel? Who's gonna sleep with this thing on air? Anyway, escaping the Snorlax and getting into Diglett Cave, and finally into Pallet Town. The place of memory and importance. Red has an N64 now! And Professor Oak's there! What's he doing there? You'd think he'd be out in Johto doing that money-making radio channel, but no! The professor is still in his old lab in Kanto. And of course, it's kind of weird to talk to Red's mom after playing the color games and realizing she's not your mother anymore. Or not. Once you get to the island of Cinnabar, the wondrous place where fire trainers and genetic tinkering was prominent, it's revealed that a volcano! A freaking volcano went all Pompeii on them and totally submerged the city under a newly formed rock formation, leaving the place barren. Rather sad, actually. Hey, at least the Pokemon Center is totally intact. Hooray! Mysterious. Meeting you there is... Blue! Who? The old rival from the color games! No way! Yes way! Telling you the unfortunate event that took place between the ending of the first game and the beginning of the second. It's soon revealed that it's still possible to get the next badge. Whew. And Blue pretends to be a helicopter. Inside the now clean Seafoam Islands where Articuno once roosted like the silly blue bird it is. Blaine, the hobo gym leader, is sitting in wait for a new challenge, and he surely hasn't changed either. Blue is the new gym leader of Viridian City now. Ever since Giovanni left, Blue made it his duty to challenge all trainers to this final badge. Despite maturing a little since before, he still has a bit of a snarky side to him. But fighting Blue is both nostalgic and pretty intense. Incidentally, why does his gym look like Lego blocks? Also, does anyone remember our good friend Glasses Boy who follows us to every gym tournament, even in the remote Seafoam Islands? It's time to pay him some respect. The guy keeps giving you good advice on how to beat each gym leader, and yet we just cast the poor guy aside like nothing. Well, yeah, he kinda deserves it. Another stalker on our hands, great. In Viridian City, the last resort before the final bout, the school was replaced with a very useful trainer club, where it is possible to fight your clone, other trainers from around the world, to harness and sharpen your Pokemon commanding skills. Too bad it's only available once per day. but it is a useful addition nonetheless. After all is said and done, and Kanto is thoroughly looked through, there is a final battle. The true final and secret battle that truly ends the journey of, in my opinion, the best Pokemon game to date. And this truly true final true battle of trueness will be fought truly in the next episode of Truth, where the ending ends. To be continued.